It's a great privilege to have with us today the Dr. Walter Pierpaoli, who's famous around the world for his work in both anti-aging medicine and in cancer and immunology. And indeed he's been widely published in many journals, and he's known to many members of the public through many of his publications, such as The Melatonin Miracle and The Key of Life, to name but two. But today we're going to be talking about a new subject that very few people know about a molecule that Dr. Pierpaoli has been working with and researching that has some fascinating evidence of its anti-aging properties. And so hopefully in this interview people are going to learn a little bit more about what you've been doing in recent times, Dr. Pierpaoli. So if I may, can I ask you a very straightforward first question, which is, what is TRH?
Well, from the chemical point of view, TRH is a tiny tripeptide composed of 3 amino acids. And this incredible molecule is ubiquitous in nature, and you find it everywhere. In particular, it is a life-saving molecule because, for example, it's contained in the beta cell of the pancreas, allowing insulin to be released. In the amphibian species, it is highly concentrated in the skin, allowing, for example, to escape control, changing color, and so on. It has acquired many life-saving capacity, and therefore the deepest, it is everywhere, frankly. So this is why I define it in the Stromboli conference as the life-generating molecule, because it is ubiquitous. It has a very key role in the biological system everywhere. So in plants, for example, in alfalfa grass, which is known to have many medical properties, is called herba medica. It is contained in alfalfa grass, not as TRH precisely, but with one of the amino acids, different amino acid, but it's similar to TRH. So I do believe in the enormous capacity of TRH to be used for preventive medicine.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Pierpaoli. So I suppose the next obvious question would be, what's the role of TRH in humans?
The role of TRH in humans is precisely like in any species. I think probably in humans it's called thyrotropin releasing hormone because it has a capacity to stimulate the TSH in the pituitary gland to produce a hormone which regulates thyroid function. Therefore, it has been used for that purpose by intravenous injection to inject in people who have some hypophyseal problem, TRH, and thyroid function. But this is a very irrelevant role of TRH, and the name is misleading because TRH in humans could be used, for example, for regulating glucose level in the blood, which is a main problem in aging, in senile diabetes, which is occurring in almost the total population by aging. So because maintaining glucose level in the blood is a key for the regulation of metabolism. And TRH in humans, as other mammals, is contained and produced in the beta cells which secrete insulin. Therefore, this is a basic metabolic regulator. Obviously, TRH maintenance in the body of humans is fundamental for maintaining all metabolic function, because dysfunction or alteration of metabolic function leads inevitably to arteriosclerosis, autoimmune diseases, and finally cancer.
Thank you. So I know you've been involved in, and there have been a great deal of animal studies conducted with TRH, and at your own laboratories you've used TRH with your animals. What have you seen in animals that might give us some hints for the future uses of TRH in humans?
Oh, TRH in 1989 I started I discovered the potential of this unexpected potential of this tiny tripeptide when I observed that this is all studied, published papers, first of one in 1990, where I discovered that TRH can reverse immunological dysfunction. For example, that the thymus is shrinking with aging. Thymus is a source of T cells, which are cells protecting us from viral diseases, from cancer. So I discovered that TRH can powerfully reverse thymus shrinkage, thymus reduction produced by different means, which means that is how I started to be interested with TRH, because as an immunoreconstituting capacity. And also I saw that it possesses very powerful antiviral activity. I do believe the antiviral activity is due just to potentiation of immunity. Just to make a few examples. Another potential in animals, of course, we have observed the effect of a recent paper now in press, also the capacity of TRH to reconstitute the levels of thyroid hormones, but this is an irrelevant effect. The fact that this TRH, the basic activity of TRH is to reset the biological clock, allowing the resynchronization of hormonal function, which is basing for what? For the immunity, and also for resetting the biological clock in the sense that the metabolic rate, oxygen supply to the body, and therefore you can see in animal a reverse of what? Of lipid metabolism to juvenile level, and also to glucose level, and also all lipids will go back to juvenile conditions.
That's incredible news.
So it's
I suppose
very
then.
good.
I suppose then, Dr. Pierpaoli, we have to ask the $64 million question, which is: so, given that we have so much evidence in animals, what do we think TRH is going to be able to do for humans, in terms of perhaps specific diseases and problems that we occur with aging?
Well, in the course of the 20 years, I have elaborated a system for to observe the anti-aging effect of TRH in different pathologies, from arteriosclerosis to cancer and so on. And I do believe that this tiny tripeptide, given in the right way, in the right route, and in the right condition, will be able to reverse mainly the main degenerative diseases of aging, with arteriosclerosis, because it takes at the basic level of life, which will allow truly to reverse aging. I don't know if it will be appreciated, but I have been using and my family is using it.
Excellent. That's very confidence inspiring. I wonder then, given the great knowledge that you have about TRH, what's your opinion of the future? How do you see, where will TRH take us?
Where TRH take us? This is a difficult question. I am confident after 20 years of studies on TRH, for the first time I dare say that TRH will be the main molecule being used on the basis of knowledge, hard scientific work and clinical work for prevention of all kinds of diseases, especially, of course, even in reversal of aging, as we have observed in our animal, concerning kidney function and sexual function, all sorts of whatever you are going to see. because if the key molecule, life-generating molecule, has such a key role in the phylogenetic scale during evolution, obviously, consequently, it will have a complete, total, definitive anti-aging, aging reversing activity.
I think we all very much look forward to that. Thank you very much for your time, Dr. Pierpaoli.